As we have been telling you, the countdown is on once again. A rocket is set to launch just moments from now. It is a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket with 4 NASA crew members on board, and they are headed to the International Space Station. This attempt was scrubbed yesterday because of the weather, but we're hoping to get an all clear in just a few moments. Before then, though, we want to take you to where that launch is happening. At CBS News, Mark Strassmann and Bill Harwood are reporting from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Mark, let's start with you. Thank you to both of you once again for joining us today. But Mark, is it looking like this launch is going to happen today?
Well, that's the big question, Mugo. Good to talk to you. I mean, for the second day in a row, we're having last-minute weather drama. For the second day in a row, we're going to come down to the wire. If you'll recall, yesterday, the launch was scrubbed with a little more than a minute to go until the scheduled liftoff. And we're keeping an eye on weather, just like the NASA folks are, about whether the conditions are going to be good here again today. No one, of course, watching and waiting more nervously maybe than the 3 astronauts and 1 cosmonaut that are inside the Crew Dragon capsule on top of the rocket on Launch Pad 39A behind me. But we're so far the countdown clock is ticking, which means that we seem to be going for liftoff. But fingers crossed, the weather holds off.
Fingers crossed, indeed, and we see the clock there less than 2 minutes to go, almost. Yeah, let's listen in fact.
It's a liftoff of NASA SpaceX Crew 11.
FTS is armed, Falcon 9 is in startup and is now controlling.
Dragon is in countdown.
Flight computers switching to countdown mode now.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
SpaceX, Dragon, go for launch.
$30 seconds. $15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Ignition's full power and liftoff. Go Falcon, go NASA, go Crew 11.
Together we rise as NASA's SpaceX Crew 11 heads up to the International Space Station.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
1.7 million pounds of
Stage 1
thrust.
propulsion is nominal.
Propelling Falcon 9 as the vehicle pitching downrange and making its way up the East Coast, and will soon join Expedition 73 aboard the orbiting laboratory. So far, getting good callouts on that first stage performance.
We are now T plus 35 seconds into the Crew 11 mission on board Dragon and Falcon 9. The Falcon 9 engines
Stage 1 throttle down.
Are throttling down to help
Power and telemetry are nominal.
to help pass through the period of max Q, or maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle during ascent.
Max Q.
We just had max Q right there.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
One minute, 9 seconds into what is a little bit more
Stage
less
1 throttle
than
up.
a 9-minute flight uphill as Dragon continuing.
Stage 1 Bravo.
Copy. 1 Bravo.
And that 1 Bravo, again, that's the abort zone, that last abort zone for stage 1 if necessary. The crew already pulling over 2 Gs. Next, we're going to have a couple of events happen in rapid succession. We'll be getting ready for the second stage to warm up and have the second stage MVAC chill. And then we'll also have MECO, or main engine cutoff, where the 9 engines on the first stage will cut off ahead of the first and second stages. Will then be separating from one another. And then the single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite and continue to carry Crew 11 to orbit, while the first stage begins its journey back to Earth, as we're now 1 minute and 56 seconds into today's flight.
The 9 Merlin engines are starting to throttle down and are standing by for MECO, or main engine cutoff.
MVAC chill has started.
And we just heard that call out for MVAC chill. And coming up in under the 20 seconds, we have 5 events happening back to back. MECO.
Stage 1 throttle down.
stage separation, stage 1 flip, SES-1, and the start of boost back burn. It's going to be pretty quick, so keep a close eye on the action and the mission event
Main engine cutoff.
tracker at the bottom of your screen.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage 2 Alpha.
Stage separation confirmed.
Alpha. And back ignition.
And there you see stage 1 pulling away, ignition of the lone Merlin vacuum engine for stage 2. And again, those happening in quick succession as we continue to get great views of that Florida coastline and the eastern seaboard there as Crew 11 continuing its path to orbit, now approaching 3 minutes into today's flight. Still a little ways to go, about 6 minutes left as they continue to climb their way up and eventually track down the International Space Station. And there, great see, you see the Merlin vacuum engine, the second stage on the right-hand side, and great views of the first stage that's making its return to Earth on the left. About 5.5 minutes of powered flight remaining as we continue to monitor the progress of both vehicles, Stage 2 and Crew 11, making the climb uphill, and Stage 1 looking to land again at Landing Zone 1, the last landing at that location for this Falcon 9 booster.
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
Dragon copies.
We're continuing to hear great call-outs over the nets that both Dragon and Falcon are right on track to orbit. So the first stage booster is now on its way to Landing Zone 1, and we just saw those grid fins open up on the left-hand side of your screen. The first stage has a couple events ahead of its landing. Stage 1 will start its entry burn, which will be the second of 3 burns to return the booster a few miles from its launch site at Landing Zone 1. During this entry burn, Falcon 9 will use its engines to pump the brakes to slow the vehicle down before it reaches the denser parts of the Earth's atmosphere. And if you didn't know, Falcon 9 has a complex heat shield that is designed to protect the engines and the vehicle from all that combined thermal and aerodynamic loading during max entry Q, which is the moment of max stress on the vehicle during entry. And that will be followed by a landing burn. And this burn will last for about...
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
Continuing to hear good
Dragon
calls.
copies.
Great performance calls continue as we're now 5 minutes into today's flight. Still about 8.5 to go. A little bit more than that as the second stage continuing to perform nominally on the right-hand side. 2,400 meters per second. Crew 11 cruising into the upper echelons of the Earth's atmosphere while we continue to monitor the second stage on that left-hand side. And we'll also
Hey, Mark, can you hear me?
Guidance and navigation call-outs.
I can.
From the control officer.
I want to bring you back in here just to talk about what we're seeing right now, because honestly, I don't even think it matters if you know anything about space or care about space, but there's just always something sublime about seeing this happen, right?
And there's something sublime about being where we are sitting, about 3.1 miles away from the launch pad. I mean, when the Falcon 9 rocket lifted off, all the lights here in our TV studio started to rattle. The windows started to rattle. I mean, you just get a completely different sensation when you're this close. It's thrilling to watch on television. It's that much more thrilling to watch in person, and to feel and experience the launch is just a bonus. And I tell people all the time that if you ever have the chance to see a launch, go for it. I mean, it should be on everyone's bucket list. It's just one of the great man-made thrills that you can possibly experience, and we just went through it again today.
Yeah, and I know we're about to see the booster land next, but I wanted to ask about about what the weather plays into all of this, because yesterday it was super close. They were almost going to go ahead and do it, and then they didn't do it. Today the weather was almost a question for a little second there, but then it wasn't. How much, I guess, what power does the weather have when it comes to all of this?
Well, there's two weathers to keep an eye on in these things. Is the weather over the launch pad itself, and then there's the weather that's up the coast of the Atlantic. Because if there were the need to have an abort, and the crew had to ditch somewhere in the Atlantic, the seas have to be calm enough to allow for a rescue. And so there's really two different pieces of weather to keep an eye on. In this case, they were worried about a possible pop-up storm that was about 5 miles away from the launch pad. But in the end, there was a narrow enough window for the the booster's landing now. You can see it.
Let's listen in right now.
Yeah, it's just a remarkable piece of engineering to watch that every time. I mean, to watch this thing land nose up, pinpoint landing. I mean, it's just remarkable stuff.
Another
successful landing of the first stage
So
booster.
amazing, and I'm not even there, and I really don't know much about space, but I can just feel the goosebumps from watching all of this. I want to bring in Bill right now to talk to us about the spacecraft here, because this is SpaceX Crew Dragon Endeavour. This is the 6th flight, right? So how does this measure up to other spacecrafts?
Well, you know, the Crew Dragon is the only operational spacecraft in the U.S. inventory that is capable of carrying astronauts to and from the International Space Station. Now, the Crew Dragon Endeavour, the one we just saw launched today, is, as you said, making its 6th flight. That's a new record for SpaceX. NASA wants to certify these craft for up to 15 or 16 flights. They haven't finished that process yet for the other Crew Dragons, but they cleared this one to go ahead on its 6th flight, and so far, so good. It appears to be performing like a champ.
And that's exactly what we all want to see and hear. Bill, can you talk to us about the significance of today's launch? What happens once this crew arrives at the ISS?
coming up next will be stage separation.
Well, two very big things happen. One, the crew that's up there right now.
You know what, Bill?
10,
hold on a second, because stage separation is next, so we want to
cosmonauts
listen into that for a second. We'll come back to you. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
A good look inside the trunk there as you're looking for that separation, but you wanted to hear that nominal orbital insertion as Crew 11 now has reached microgravity.
So now we'll continue to coast for a little bit after SECO to allow rates and motion from the burn to settle out. Right now we have a great view on our screen of the Dragon heat shield, actually, which is made up of similar materials. And there we have that Dragon and stage 2 separation as we see Dragon coast into its orbit.
And a wonderful view there is Dragon Endeavour with Crew 11 on board. Safe.
Dragon separation confirmed.
And safe and...
Dragon Chief Engineer on Dragon to ground. Zena, Mike, Kimya, Oleg, welcome to orbit. On behalf of the entire Falcon team, we thank you for flying with Falcon today and wish you a great mission. Dragon will take you from here. Over to Launch Director for a few words.
On behalf of the launch team, it's been an absolute honor working with you towards launch today. We wish you well on the rest of your mission, and we will be awaiting your safe return. Godspeed Endeavour, Godspeed Crew 11, and thanks for flying SpaceX.
SpaceX Dragon, I have no emotion but joy right now. That was absolutely transcendent. Ride of a lifetime. Thank you. This has been an incredible honor. And it's my privilege now to pass us along to Mike with some additional words.
Boy, it's great to be back in orbit again. Thank you to SpaceX and NASA to get us here. What a ride. And Zena and Oleg, let me be the second to welcome you to your first orbit around beautiful planet Earth. Kimya-san, Okayeri Nasai, welcome back. And to the ISS Expedition 73 team, the crew on board and our friends in MCC, we're on our way. Over to you, Kimya-san.
Okay, thank you very much for everything. спасибо вам большое. ありがとうございます。日本の皆さん、私も10年ぶりに宇宙に帰ってきました。ISS でしっかりと任務を果たして、一等星のように輝いて、日本の素晴らしいところを世界中の人に知っていただきたいと思います。ありがとうございます。Я передаю Олег-сан, пожалуйста.
Спасибо, Kimya-san. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu. And спасибо всем. I'd like for the beginning to say thank you very much, Roscosmos.
All right, we want to bring in Mark now. Mark, we just heard Zena talking there, and I know that you got a chance to speak with her. She is obviously the commander of this crew today. Tell us about her story.
Yeah, she's the commander. This is her first trip to space, as you also heard. This is her first orbit of her astronaut career. She was originally supposed to fly last fall, but if you remember, last fall we were talking about a couple of astronauts who were on the ISS named Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, who were quote unquote stuck there for months. They were supposed to go up for 8 days. They ended up staying for 8 months. So NASA needed to bring them back, and to bring them back, they had to take 2 astronauts off a mission that was heading to the ISS to create seats for Wilmore and Williams to come back to Earth. Well, one of the astronauts who got bumped was Cardman, who was the commander of that mission too. So she had to be very, very patient. I mean, this is the thrill for her. This is what, of course, all astronauts look for, is their opportunity to fly. But she will tell you that while she understood why she got bumped from that flight, she's human. It was disappointing, and she had to get over that. And now she's having the ride of her lifetime. But she earned it by being a great team player, and now she's up in space.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. It's like a movie, but 1,000,000 times better. Bill, I want to bring you back now because we were talking to you earlier, and I was asking what these astronauts are going to do once they make it to the ISS. What's their goal or their plan?
Well, and I was going to say they really have 2 major objectives here. One is they're going to move in aboard the station and spend at least 6 months, maybe 8 months, we don't know yet, carrying out a full slate of scientific research, experimentation, station maintenance, and spacewalks. The second big objective is to let the crew that's there now come home. There are 4 crew 10 flyers on board the station wrapping up a 145-day mission. If all goes well, they will undock next week and splash down off the coast of Southern California to close out a very successful mission.
And we got to see this remarkable view of them obviously heading up to space, but how long does it take for them to actually get there?
In this case, it's going to take 16 hours for them to catch up with the space station and dock. If they had launched yesterday as originally planned, it would have taken nearly 40 hours. So if there was any benefit at all to a 1-day launch delay, it really cut in half the time it's going to take to get there. And if you ask me why it's going to take 16 hours, I have to invoke the magical phrase orbital mechanics, and pretty soon you'll realize I really don't understand that. So, but it's going to take 16 hours, and they'll get there around 3 a.m. Eastern time Saturday.
Wow. Bill, so how do these missions that we see, that we get to watch, that we get to experience, how do these push exploration forward?
Well, the International Space Station is going to be retired at the end of the decade, okay? They want to use it between now and then to learn more about living and working in space, testing some of the procedures, the hardware, the technology that they hope to use on missions to the moon and eventually to Mars. There's a lot of life science research that goes on the space station, learning more about how human body adapts to weightlessness and the effects that can have, and how to counteract those effects on long-duration spaceflight. So I think in that sense it's very significant. Wish they could get a few more years out of the station, but it looks like it's going to be coming down in 2030 one way or the other.
Oh, wow. And it's, of course, always great that we get to experience this, we get to watch it, we get to see it all happen with them. Wow. Bill and Mark, thank you both so much for joining us today. I feel like I learned a lot, and I feel like I'm going to have a great Friday just from watching that. Thank you for your expertise and for your time. Appreciate it.